You're starting with AWS framework, well architecture framework. So what is meant by a framework? Okay, a big structure or a system that supports and organizes something. Yes, okay. I think you're taking from somewhere. This framework is nothing but structure. Okay, structure is already there. Our job is only to take and use it. Our job is only to take and use it. So to AWS well architecture framework, nothing but so when you design an application or a website or a software, what are the things we do consider? First, security, then highly performing, then resilient. Resilient means what? Come back with same energy and efficient. Is it working efficient? So all these are the major things. So a consistent approach to evaluate and implementing cloud architecture. So these are the main consistent approach we should have, like step-by-step instructions we should have. If we have step-by-step approach, we can easily follow that, right? So a way to provide best practices that are developed through lessons learned by reviewing customer architectures. So now what you're saying, AWS itself have come across now from 2006 they are in the industry. So most of the all the applications are on top of the cloud, correct? So they might have come across a lot of applications also. Will they know the structure now? For example, Zomato is there or Swiggy is there. Is both are same? The structure, everything is same. Yes or no? Is there any much difference? Only color is the difference, correct? The way of working and structure, everything is same. Yes, Tanish. Is it same? Yes or no? Okay. So now, what AWS is saying, since we have already come across a lot of applications and development, we know the proper steps. So we will also guide you. We will itself guide you on how to start this application and everything, right? Now, for that, they have developed the pillars. They have developed the pillars. Now, there are six pillars of well architecture framework. One is operational excellence, security, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimization, and sustainability. So write these six pillars of AWS, then I'll explain you one after the other. Once you're written in the notebook, just put a thumbs up symbol. You created the table. Yes, sir. Two tables you created. One is Instagram users. Next Instagram data, file data, Instagram. Yes, sir. Okay. Now we will write this one. Inserting one data into other. Hmm. That was already assigned. Homework. Ah, then. So insert into Facebook users. You create a Facebook users table also? Yes. Insert into name, password, everything should be same. Then select full name, username, email, the password into Instagram user. From Instagram users, I want to take the data. Where the full name should be John. Your data, any names, is there any name called John Doe? Yes or yes or no? Or you use some other name. Whose name you want, you insert that name and insert. Okay. Now we'll go for the first one, that is operational excellence. So before going that, so how this operations will be, how this questions will be, why they are taking this pillar of organization. For example, there is a sample question called how do you manage credentials and authentications? Manage credentials means what? Like your username, password, where will you keep it? Where will you keep your username, passwords? Will you keep your username, password in protected way? Yes. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Okay. So same thing here. You see, what are the best practices to keep our username password protected? You see, define requirements for identity and access management. That is, we just define who can able to access and up to what level you can access. Secure your root user account. Mainly based on this, how do you manage your credential and authentication? Secure your AWS root account user. Root account is the main account, so you have to keep it safe. Put multi-factor authentication (MFA). Automate enforcement access control. Automation, that is automatically login, logout or time. Integrate with centralized federal provider, that is identification. Enforce password requirements. Password requirements means what? Password requirements means what? What is the password requirements, guys? Yes, Tanesh, Anthony, Srisha. Password requirement. We already learned this. What is meant by password requirements? Yes, come on, guys. You enter passwords, right? You usually enter password, right? What is that requirement for that? Any specific requirement for the password? Okay, minimum 8 character mix of uppercase, lowercase numbers. So yes, correct. Now same thing only. That's what enforce password requirements. Rotate credentials regularly. Rotate credentials means keep on rotating, keep on changing your credentials frequently. Maybe 6 months once, 3 months once, like that. You can change it. Next, audit credentials periodically, whether it is changed or not. So these are the basic things which we want to protect our credentials and authentication. Now first we'll go for operational excellence. Operational excellence means what? So your operation should be fine. For example, mainly let us take this Zomato itself. Now Zomato, let us take first one. What is the first step? You register, then you log in. You register, then you log in. Then you find the item. Then you place the order. Then you do the payment. Then the merchant, that is the restaurant, has to accept the order. Then the delivery boy has to accept the order. Then tracking should come. Then the delivery should happen. Again, tips is there, tips. Then feedback. Then from next day, notifications will come. Correct. Now all these processes, there are a lot of process involved. Now in this, do you think anybody is working like let us say Zomato is having millions of customers, millions of merchants, and millions of delivery boys also? Correct. Now all these people are working in. Is this messages, they're sending messages, tracking number. Is think they have done anything manually here? Do you think manually some people are sitting and sending all the messages for these millions people? Is it possible first of all? Is it possible? No, right? Now same thing. Now same thing. Here we want that process to be automated. That's why operation places. If operation is wrong, it's not fine, then everything will get collapsed. Let us take this one first. What is the principle they are saying? Focus on the operation pillar. Run and monitor systems to business delivery value and to continuously improve supporting process and procedures. Supporting process and procedures. So we keep on monitoring the things, run and monitor the systems to deliver the business values and to continuously improve supporting process and procedures as well. So what are the key topics here? The main first thing is automating changes. Whatever changes you want to automate. Respond to events. If something happens, how respond, how fast it is responding. I think the delivery boys are calling you, messaging you, that is, I'm on the way, I'm coming, I'm reaching, get down, all those things. It's defining standards to manage daily operations. Daily operations, you cannot do it manually. It has to be automated. It has to be automated, right? So these are the main things which has to. And AWS has already defined what are the principles you should follow for this operational excellence. Now, what they are saying, follow this principle of perform operation as a code. Perform operation as a code. That means you don't want to do anything. Operations is task, you should not do anything manually. Try to automate it. Make frequent small reversible changes. Make frequent small reversible changes. That means what? Don't want to take a big action. Take some small, tiny changes and check whether it is working fine or not. Then you do the changes. Refine operation procedures. So keep on changing the operation procedures. You can able to see all the websites and some operation procedures are keep on changing. Because if something is not working fine or if things in board, they will change. Same thing here. Operation has to be faster. So they will do refine. Next, anticipate failure. Anticipate failure means we cannot expect that every time it will run properly. So if failure happens, what we have to do? That we have to plan. Next one, learn from all operation events and failures. So we have to learn from all the operation events and failures as well. So what are the operational instance questions? So apart from this is the main principles which we need to follow when we take the operational excellence. Now we have to ask ourselves when you're designing an application or a website or anything which we have on cloud, what are the questions we have to ask ourselves? See, how to determine what are your priorities? How do you design your workload? How do you evaluate your operation? How do you manage workload and operation events? Like this, we have to ask ourselves. We have to ask ourselves these questions and answer for all these things. Then you proceed for developing. Because it's the main things like how we are starting, right? Before we start, we have to plan everything, right? So same thing, this operational excellence questions. Operational excellence questions we have to ask ourselves and then we have to proceed. Okay, 1 minute. You're done, everyone? They're just done. Is it getting inserted to the other table? You're going to check what? What table you have to check? You have to check the Facebook table. Correct now? It is getting inserted. If it's done, yes, that our this slide is over. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll see the remaining things tomorrow. If you're done successfully, then fine. Done. Done means that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Tejas done. Prajwal, Pankaj, Manish done. You check the Facebook users table, correct? It's getting inserted. Okay. Okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow at the same time. If you guys come 4 o'clock, that room will get, or else we have to move on. Other option. You come slowly like this, what we will do? Next one, security pillar. What does it mean by the security pillar? Security pillar means how to secure. Just now we learned some data, right? How to secure your username, password, like that. That's your security pillar. Now, security pillar will have first one, protect information systems and assets while delivering business values through risk assessment and mitigation strategies. What is in by this mitigation? Mitigation means what? Solutions. So protect your information first, systems or any asset when you are delivering the business value, when you are working for your application or website or whatever it is through risk assessment. Sometimes you are taking some great risk means how we are going to solve that problem. What are the key things we have to consider? So the key topics we have to consider under the security pillar. So protecting confidentiality and integrity of data. Integrity means what? What is meant by integrity? What is meant by integrity, guys? Just put it in the chat box. Yes, integrity means what? Integrity means authenticity. Authenticity means it's a correct, accurate data or not. So protecting confidentiality and integrity of data. That means nothing duplicate or nothing wrong should be there. Okay. So first one, protecting the confidentiality and integrity of data. Identifying and managing who can do what. So identify and manage who can do what kind of work. Then protecting, that means who can do what and who can able to access that data, what he can do, like your IAM. So mainly security is nothing but like your IAM permissions. Next, protecting systems, we can able to put security features so that it will be protected. Now, establishing controls to detect security events. Establishing controls to detect security events. So we can able to establish controls to detect what are all the things. If any security breach is there, that we can able to check it. Okay. So now these are the establishing controls to detect security events. Now, what are the design principles they have said for the security pillar? So first one, you can able to see implement a strong identity foundation. That means you first decide who has to access or whether this identity proof. That means, for example, I think in your college you have ID cards, right? Is this ID card necessary? That too ID card with photo is necessary or not? Why? So you guys just start finishing your assignments till this. Okay. To recognize, yes, yes. To recognize, photo is necessary. Previously, I think in olden days it was not a photo, but nowadays compulsory photo is there. Yes. Yes. Why? Because there are a lot of malpractices and other things are happening. Correct. So they are saying put strong identity foundation. Who can access what? Next, enable traceability. Enable traceability means what? In your office, somebody is going to some unwanted sites and all those things. How will you track? So you have to track. You have to enable it. Correct. So whatever you're doing, everything will be recorded. Like in AWS Cloud Practitioner, you can able to see AWS Cloud Practitioner. So if you want more recording, can you go on mute to go on mute? Can you go on mute? So enable traceability. Next, apply security at all layers. For example, in your company itself, we have this fingerprint machine or the swiping machine will be there, the ID card swiping. Then only it will be going and you'll be able to unlock the doors. Same thing, apply security at all layers. Automate security best practices. Automate security best practices. That is, what are all the security breach? Someone is trying to breach the security. Then what step of action I should take? That we have to mention. But what type of action we have to do? That we can mention. Next one, protect data in transit address. That means when you are sending your data from one place to another place, how you are protecting your data, whether you have put encryption or not. Next, keep people away from data. So main thing is overall, what are all the ways we can secure our data? That's what the steps we have given, the principles. So keep away from data. So if you want to keep the people away from data means what we have to do? We have to keep in a separate folder or file and we have to give permissions only to those particular people who really wants to have the access, right? Next, prepare for security events. Prepare for security events. That means if something happens, what we need to do. If something happens, what we need to do. What kind of action we need to take. That we have to mention. That's what prepare for security events. So implement a strong identity foundation, enable traceability, apply security at all layers, and automate security best practices, protect data in transit and at rest. keep people away from data, prepare for security events. So these are the things. Now we'll go for questions, like what kind of questions we have to ask ourselves when we are in the security questions. So how do you securely operate your workload? Like how do you prepare your and protect your network resource? How do you classify your data? How do you anticipate, respond to, or recover from incidents? How do you detect and investigate security events? How do you manage permissions for people? Like these are the questions we should ask ourselves when we are coming under the security pillar. Next, coming for reliability. So what is this reliability? Reliable means what? Reliable means what? Reliable means what? Come on guys, you might have come across this word, reliability or reliable. Okay, you know reliance. Okay, depending. mm, Okay, reliance means okay, maybe we depend on. Fine, good. One more is there. Reliable. I can rely on this guy. I can able to rely on this guy. Nothing but what? Trust. So whom will you trust? Yes, trustworthy. Whom will you trust in your life? Yes, guys. Whom will you trust? Yes, no one, sir. Okay, no one you will trust. Okay. What about others? Parents. Okay. Hmm. Others are also not trusting anybody. It seems they are not opening their mouth also. Yes, fine. So now what is this one is saying reliability pillar. That means how AWS is reliable. How can we make our application or site or how we can make it reliable? So what are the pillars and principles we need to follow? Okay, let us see. First one, ensure a workload performs its intended function correctly and consistently when it is expected to. That means what? So making sure that the application or the app or website something which you have launched is working perfectly when it is necessary. When it is necessary. For example, you want to purchase a mobile phone. Okay. Now, when you purchase a mobile phone, you are going to Amazon.com or any other website. Now, Amazon.com, you go logging in, but it's not allowing you to logging in properly. It is saying give me OTP, this, that, everything. It's asking okay, again you are giving it, again it is showing the same error. Or after you search, you log into the account, it is not showing the right product which you are searching. So now will you trust that site or you will go to some other site? Will you trust that site or will you go to some other site? Let us say Swiggy, Zomato itself will come. So Swiggy, you are trying to order something, but it's not allowing you to logging in. It is showing some network issue, or it is showing yes network issue. You are not able to log in. Please try after some time. Please try after some time. It is showing. Now what will you do? Now what will you do? Another alternative. Yes, exactly. So you will go for another alternative. Now same thing only. So the function whenever you are expecting, it ensures that you perform its intended function correctly and consistently when it is expected to. Now, what are the key things we have to focus on? First one, design distributed system. Distributed system means what? Multiple servers, multiple servers. The Amazon.com, I mean Sugi, right? Sugi has to be launched in multiple servers. So one server is not working, another should start immediately, right? Next one, recovery planning. Recovery planning. So what is the recovery planning? If something happens, how to recover? How to recover? 180. Logged in. How to recover from that faster, quicker? How can we recover from that faster? Next, handling changes. If sudden change is there, if sudden change is there, how we are going to handle it? So that also matters. So that's where the reliability problem. I mean, even when you distribute a system, even when recovery is taking place, even some changes is happening, still you are able to trust that website. The website is working fine at that time also. That's where we trust. Now, what are the principles that we want to follow? First, automatically recover from failure. Automatically recover from failure. That is, you automatically recover from failure whenever a failure happens. Next, test recovery procedures. Test recovery procedures means first you go and test it whether it is working fine or not. Next, scale horizontally to increase aggregate workload availability. Scale horizontally means like just now I told you, server it should be added horizontally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. When nothing is working, I mean when there is no need, we will remove it. So horizontal scaling. Stop guessing capacity, which we learned in the second module. We don't want to think too much about the capacity. Stop guessing about the capacity. Next one, manage change in automation. Manage change in automation. So we can able to manage the change which is happened in the automation, which should be able to tackle. So these are the 5 principles which we need to follow, which we need to be taken into consideration when we go for reliability pillar under the reliability pillar. Next, what are the questions you should ask? So you can able to ask the questions like how do you manage service quotas? How do you test reliability? How do you plan for disaster recovery? How do you implement change? How do you monitor workload resources? And all these things we can able to ask ourselves and get the answer. Then we'll move. Next, performance efficiency, right? Performance efficiency. What is this performance efficiency? So you join in a company, they will evaluate your performance. Yes. Yes or no? You go for a company, you work in a company, will they check whether you are performing well or not? Yes, correct? No. So I'll ask you a simple question. So, how do you evaluate a employees or efficiency? Yes, employees efficiency. Let us check how fast you can do. How will you identify his real potential? For example, I think if you're not understanding, I'll tell you. For example, a man is doing a production normally of 50. He's working from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Usually his performance is 50. On an average, he'll do 50 every day. Now you want to increase his performance or you want to know his real potential, real strength, real count. That is how much he usually can able to do. How will you identify? How will you identify? Through how much he can put into the work. Yes, yes, that's what. But how will you identify that? He will usually do 50. He will not going to do anything extra. But how can you make him work faster or how can you make him give more production? That's what the thing is. Like how can you make an employee efficient, work efficiently? What is the key thing what we can do to make him work faster? By giving him a goal or giving incentives. Okay, good. Goal, fine. Giving incentives also good. Still, without giving him incentive, without goal means, for example, if you give 70 as a target, he will finish at 70 and he'll go. But he don't know how much is your his real potential. Fine, that is also one of the way giving him a goal. Still, you want to do some work has to be completed today. What you have to do, or to make him very fast. Yes, you're closer to the answer. Deadline is correct, but still. So I think you might be there. I will tell you the answer, then you might be able to understand. So, like for example, I want the task to be completed very faster. I know him. I know his potential that he can able to do, but still he's a lazy guy. He will feel lazy because he'll do 50 and he will go. Now what I can do? That means it's like a thought process where so no one can make an employee efficient. Okay, unless it is the unless it is the end of the shift. End of the shift. End of the shift means, as I told you, 9 a.m. is coming and 6 p.m. is leaving. So I have to go and give the work only at 5 p.m. Now what he will do? Because he has to go at 6 o'clock. Now he will do faster. Now he will do faster. Now he will know that what is his real potential. He will do rush. Yes, he will do rush and everything. He will do it. Correct now. So that's his real potential. Otherwise, he will keep on coming at 9 o'clock, having some tea, coffee, then lunch, then slowly he will do. Correct now. If we are giving a task at 5 o'clock, then automatically he will do faster and finish it within 1 hour and give it. All right. Okay, fine. Same thing now. How will you evaluate a performance of this AWS? So use IT and compute resources efficiently to meet system requirements. That means, for example, okay, a company is having a swiping machine. Okay, so it means an ID card swiping machine to mark this. Is that is efficient, or you keep a security guy who's marking the attendance, logging in, logging out? Which one is efficient? Which one is efficient? Keeping a swiping machine or a fingerprint machine, let us say a fingerprint machine or a security guy. Which one will be efficient for your attendance tracking? Scanner. That means the fingerprint machine you're saying. Okay. So yes, so what they're saying, see, your performance has to be improved means you have to use the tools. You have to use the tools. You have to use the tools like use IT, computer science, other resources. See, use IT and computing resources efficiently to make system. So when the machine came, it automatically reduced your work of an employee, that is security guy, whom we are paying 10,000 or 20,000. Again, when somebody comes late, what he will do? He will give some 10 rupees to the security guy and he will change the date and time, I mean the time when he came late. Correct now? That is also possible. And again, this machine will help us in getting your payroll. Payroll means what? Your salary. Directly I can take this data for our payroll. If you log in on time, you might be getting the salary. If not logged in, you will be out of, you will not be able to see that. You will not be able to get their salary, right? So that's what. So whenever there is some use of new technology, we have to keep using it so that we can able to improve the performance. Now selecting the right resource types and sizes based on the workload. And requirements monitoring performance, making informed decisions to maintain efficiency as business needs evolve. So we keep on monitoring also, select the right resource like T3 micro or T2 micro, whatever we want, we'll use it. Then making informed decision to maintain efficiency as business needs evolve also, as business grows. Next, what are the design principles? So democratic advanced technology, always use advanced technologies, go global and manage, take the services, use serverless architecture. Serverless means AWS will manage everything and not us. Next, experiment more often, keep on experimenting things. Consider mechanical sympathy. Consider mechanical sympathy. That means how things are working. So continuous together, that all together we can able to work. Performance efficiency, design principles. Next one, performance efficiency questions. So, what are the questions you have to ask? So, selection, review, monitoring, trade-offs. So, these are the questions. Under these, how do you use trade-offs? How do you monitor? How do you evolve your workload? All these things we can able to ask. Next, cost optimization. Optimization means what? Optimization means what? Optimization means, I think mainly we are okay. You want to reduce the cost or save cost. What we are do? Improving. Okay. Let us take you are getting a salary of 25,000. Okay. What are the things you will spend for first? Let us take you are staying in a PG or room. You're getting salary of 25,000. What you will do first? Come on, guys. What you will do first? Yes, pay the rent. Okay. Correct. Rent is how much? How much is the rent? Let us take 8,000. Okay. EMI how much? 3,000 can I put? Okay. Then. Okay. Then what else we have? What are the spendings you have? Imagine that you are getting a 25,000 rupees salary in some other location. Okay. Now what you will do? Come on, guys. Travel. Yes. Travel. How much will it take? Travel will take around 5,000 or 4,000. Okay. Now to 11. How much? 11, 15. 15 is over. Now again, what are the things you will do? Yes, guys, what are the other things you will do? Only 15,000 you spend. Huh? No. Think and say. Your mobile phone recharge. Electricity, water bill. Okay. Yes. Electricity, water bill are there. That's electricity, water bill of some 1,000 rupees you will put. Okay. Then again, still 14,000 is there. You don't buy dresses, shopping, you will not go. No girls are there. Okay, boys also will do shopping. Yes. Yes or no, guys? Do not buy any new things. Or if you have any bike or car or whatever it is, you have to pay the EMIs for that also. Yes or no? Okay. How much we can say? How much we can say? Some 5,000 we'll say. Again, you'll have some 4,000 to 5,000 you'll have. You thought to save or you'll go for some party with your friends. 2,000 gone. 2,000 you try to keep it to save. Correct? But again, someone will ask you, give me some 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees. Go. So your work is over. So now, are we able to optimize? That is, save money here. Save money here. So if you want to save, what we have to do? That is what optimize. Optimizing means what? Reducing the cost or reducing. How? What we can do? What we can do, guys, to optimize the cost? Okay, your father and mother are there. Okay. Yes. So have you seen your father and mother are saying that when you buy anything in the shop, let us take a shirt is asking for 700 rupees. They are saying 700 rupees. What your father or mother will say to the shopkeeper? Will they buy it for 700 rupees? A packet, huh? Okay. Will they buy it for 700 rupees as it is? Yes, they will bargain, right? Why they want to bargain? That's where you optimize the cost, right? That's what you reduce the cost. Now, still, how can we reduce this cost for this? Just now I showed you this 25,000 salary, right? How can you still optimize your cost? How can you save money here from this? How can you save this by removing this party, giving it to somebody else? Can we save 4,000? Correct? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Yes. So what we are doing here, we want to stop the unnecessary cost. What? Unnecessary costs. So once your unnecessary cost is reduced, automatically everything will get reduced. So understanding and controlling where money is being spent, selecting the most appropriate and right number of resources types, analyzing the time spent, analyzing the spend over time, what are the things we have spent over time. Based on that, we can able to fix it. We can able to reduce the cost. So scaling to meet business needs without overspending. We should not spend overly also. Correctly, we have to spend. So each and everything we have to check properly, right? Then only it will work. That's are the key topics that we have to consider when it comes to our cost optimization. Now, what are the principles they are saying is implement cloud financial management. Implement a tool like financial management tool, which will create a report and send it to you. Next, adopt a consumption model. Consumption model, whichever is working, that alone you take it. Measure overall efficiency, how far it is working, whether it is the right resource. For example, T2 micro is T3 micro we have put, whether T3 micro is working or T2 micro is enough. Why you want to spend large amount? Next, start spending money on undifferentiated heavy lifting tasks. So more total infrastructure, we should not spend more. Analyze and attribute expenditure. So we keep on analyzing what are all things we have spent. Like month end, we have to check now at least month end or before. Once you get the salary, once you do everything, we can able to check it how it is done. So these are the five principles we need to consider when it comes to cost optimization. Now, what are the questions you should ask? Cost optimization questions, practice cloud financial management, care expenditure and usage awareness, cost effectiveness resources, manage demand and supply resources, optimize your overall time. How do you evaluate your new services? All these things we have to ask ourselves for this cost optimization. Now, AWS architecture itself having a tool, that is AWS well architecture framework is a tool. It also give you a state of your workload, compares them with the latest architectural best practices. So as we told in the starting, a well architecture framework is a tool which will give you recommendations and best practices. Now see here, it give you full knowledge and best practices used by AWS architects whenever you need them. So already they have designed, for example, now Zomato is there and you also want to start one more application similar to Zomato. Maybe Tomato you want to start. Now it will suggest you what are the best plans and architecture. What are the best plans and architecture it will suggest you. Next, delivers an action plan, step-by-step guidance on how to build better workloads for the cloud. How can we do that in a better way? It provides a consistent process for you to review and measure your cloud architects. So it will keep on providing you a consistent process for you to review and measure your cloud architects as well. So it is a tool. Coming to the end of this section, yes, Kiran, can you read it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The AWS well-architectured framework provides a consistent approach to evaluate cloud architectures and guidance to help implement designs. The AWS well-architectured framework documents a set of design principles and best practices that enable you to understand if a specific architecture aligns well with cloud best practices. The AWS well-architectured framework is organized into six pillars. Each pillar includes its own set of design principles and best practices.
Okay, fine. So next one, reliability and availability. As we already mentioned, reliability and availability. So let us take one thing. You have a car. Okay. Say Monday morning, 7 a.m. You and your family wants to go to a marriage function. Okay. You're going and starting the car. It's not starting. Some repair. Engine repair is there. Now what will you do? Morning 7 o'clock, you guys are starting your journey. The car is repaired. It's not starting. What you will do? Come on, guys, just put it in the chat box or turn on your mic and talk. What you will do? Yes, Kiran, Tanish, Anthony, what you will do? Come on, guys, your car is not starting at morning 7 o'clock. You want to go for a marriage function, your family. The car is not starting because of engine repair. What will do? Yes, you will take a Uber or Ola. Okay, fine. You will take an Uber and go to the function. Now what happened to this car? This car, what you will do? This car, what will you do? Your car, give it to service. Yes. Okay, fine. Good. Now we'll give it to service. Okay, fine. Again, next Tuesday morning, again 7 o'clock. Tuesday, you are going to start the car. You want to go for a condolence. You want to go for a condolence. The car is not starting. You got some breakdown issue. Now, what will you do? Yes, what will you do? Tuesday morning, 7 o'clock also. It was some other issue, but the car was not starting. You have to go for a condolence. Yes, Uber again. Okay, you'll book an Uber. And what about this car? What you do your car? Yes, give it for service, right? So you'll again give it for service. Okay, now Thursday, I mean Wednesday, let us take, there is some important assignments you have to give it. You want to meet a person, you are starting your car at 7 a.m. Again, it's not starting, it is having some coolant oil issue, it is not starting. What will you do? What will you do? Yes, Wednesday morning 7 o'clock also it is not starting to due to some other issue. What will you do? Yes, Kiran, what will you do? 'Okay, this time you will sell the car. Yes. Why? Because reliability. What? Reliability means what? Trust. You lost trust. Correct, na? You lost trust. Because whenever you want the car is not available. The car is not available. Correct, na? So you will not trust the car. So the same thing what this AWS CTO says, everything fails all the time. Think in that point of view. Now here you can able to see a measure of all your system. A car is there due to brake system component is not working. Again second time cooling issue, third time ignition not working. So all the three times it's not working. We are not able to use the car. Okay. Now let us keep, if the car says that Monday afternoon to Friday afternoon, it will work. Monday afternoon to Friday afternoon, how many days? Monday afternoon to Friday afternoon is how many days? 5 days, huh? Are you sure? Monday afternoon to Friday afternoon. Correct, huh? Come on, guys, just calculate correctly. Monday afternoon to Friday afternoon. How many days? Yes, it is 4 days. So 4 into 24. That is how much? 96 hours. Okay, next. The car will not work from Friday afternoon to Monday afternoon. Total how many days? Friday afternoon to Monday afternoon. How many days? Friday afternoon to Monday afternoon. How many days? Yes, so address 3 days. So 3 into 24 is how much? 72. So what is saying? So you want to use the car. Use the car. When you will use, you want to take the car outside. When will you take? When will you take? Afternoon. Okay. Which day? Which day you will take? Between which time you will take? The car will work from Monday afternoon to Friday afternoon and will not work from Friday afternoon to Monday afternoon. Which day you will use the car? Come on guys, fast type it in the chat box or you just unmute and talk. How come Monday to Friday to Monday, Kiran? Car will work from Monday afternoon to Friday afternoon, right? So when will you use the car? I'm asking when will you use the car? Not wait, we'll go for this one. So car will work only from Monday afternoon to Friday afternoon. That is 96 hours it will work and 72 hours it will not work, which is Friday afternoon to Monday afternoon. So when I want to use a car, I have to use the car only from Monday afternoon, in between Monday afternoon to Friday afternoon. So that's what this is. Where system brought online, where 96 hours, that is mean time to failure. Before it get failure, before it get fail, I have to use it, which is 96 hours. Out of this 96 hours, I can use any time. But this 72 hours, that is Friday afternoon to Monday afternoon, I cannot use the car because they already told that it will not work. So wherever I want to go, we want to go from Monday afternoon to Friday noon, we have to use it. Now, what is the total here? We are saying mean time between failures. That is, here it is mean time to failure. That is before failure. This is mean time to repair. This is a repair time. That is MTTR. And this is mean time to failure. Now, here it is mean time between failures. That means in between this time, that is out to 96 to plus 72 hours, total 168 hours. In that 92 hours, 96 hours, we can able to use the resource. That's what this that means we can rely on that particular application or whatever we develop within that time only. That's what this mean time between failures. Now, what are availability? Availability is nothing but what time it's available. As just now I told you, like car is available or not. Whenever I want, it has to be available. So now this is your normal operation time. As we already mentioned, 11 9s. Like same thing, the number of nines, 5 9s means 99.99% which is available. We can trust it. We can trust it. This is a percentage. Just we are mentioning about this. Whenever we say availability, we are mentioning this 9s principle. So it's called 5 9s. Now, high availability means highly available. That means whenever we want, we can able to access. See, sometimes systems can withstand some measures of degradation while still remaining available. Still remaining available means sometimes some car or bike, whatever you're using, it might be still be available at that time. Maybe like for example, you have a bike and that bike is having petrol only for 4 kilometers, but you have to reach 5 kilometers for the bunk. Now, what you will do? What we'll do? 5 kilometers is there for the bunk and you have only petrol in your tank only for 4 kilometers. What will you do? What will happen or what will you do? What will you do? Okay, we will just raise our accelerator and we'll just try to reach at least 4.5 kilometers and we'll pray to God also, please drop me in the bunk, or we'll talk to the bike also, like please drop me at near the bunk. Now sometimes it will work. Yes, the sympathy will work and the bike might reach you at the stop nearby the bunk. Same thing only system sometimes even though there is degradation, it's still available. Downtime is minimized, human intervention is required. Minimal human intervention. That means minimum intervention is enough. Now same thing AWS has kind of faced a situation where they are facing some issue during a process like batch processing, data extraction. AWS faced issue and how fast they rectify. For example, in a year, you see why this is saying that 99% trust, because there was an issue in the batch processing and data extraction during this time. An issue happened, they resolved within 3 days and 15 hours. So when you compare 3 days 15 hours with 365 days, it is 99.99 percentage. Same thing, they have an issue like internet tools like knowledge management, project tracking was running. There was some issue. There was some issue. That issue resolved by AWS within 8 hours 45 minutes. When you compare this 8 hours 45 minutes in 365 days, it is 99.9%. Next, online commerce point of sale, that is your like your mobile new mobile phones launch is there. Na? At that time, the server got crashed or something issue happened. They resolved within 4 hours 22 minutes, which is 365 when you compare, which is 99.95 percentage. Next, same thing video delivery broadcast systems at that time, some issue happened and AWS resolved that issue within 52 minutes, which is 99.9%. Again, ATM transaction telecommunication system has some issue. It resolved in 5 minutes. So it is saying 99.99%. So that's how we have trust AWS, because they have already come across all the situations and that's why they are giving it as 11 9s or 5 9s of things as a trust. Next, fast facts that influence availability. So fault tolerance, we can able to see fault tolerance, scalability and recoverability. What and all will be influencing the availability means sometimes fault will be happening, but built-in redundancy means multiple copies. Because of multiple copies are there, we can able to start from wherever you start. You start again, start again, so it can able to face any kind of tolerance. Scalability, we can able to increase the server or decrease the server based on the workload. Recoverability, we can able to recover any related data back, because we are Amazon AWS is always having a backup copy with them, that is 3 copies with it. So by default it can able to retrieve it back. That's what is reliability and availability. Coming to this section, end of this section. Yes, Tanish, can you read it? Oh, Tanish is not there. Anthony, can you read it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Reliability is a measure of system availability to provide functional when desired by the user, and it can be measured in terms of MTBF. Availability is a percentage of time that a system is operating normally and correctly performing the operation expected of it, or normal operation time, or over total time. Three factors that influence the availability of your applications are fault tolerance, scalability, and recoverability that can design your workload and application to higher available, but there is a cost trade-off to consider.
Okay. Now we go for the trusted advisor. This is a tool, which is a free tool, which will give you recommendations, that is best practices. Now, what are this trusted advisor tool will have? It's an online tool that provides real-time guidance to help you provision your resources following the best practices. So it looks like the entire environment it will check first, and then it will give you the real-time recommendations. It will give you a recommendation under five categories. One is cost optimization, performance, security, fault tolerance, and service limits. So here you can able to see this one is a tool which will give you recommendations. So what is the best practice, where and all you have to improve. Now on which five categories? So here you see the first one, cost optimization, as we learned the pillars, now similar to that. So here you see first one, tick mark. Tick mark is good. It is correct. Now this one is warning. This one is warning. And this one is danger. This one is danger. The symbol represents what is danger in which way, what is the solution for it. Now this will show this is warning, this is danger, and what step of action you have to take. That also it will say. Okay. You can just write this trusted advisor, five topics alone, under trusted advisor, five topics alone, and mention a thumbs up symbol, and I'll explain it. Just five words alone you write trusted advisor under that. Cost optimization, performance, security, fault tolerance, and service limits. Put a thumbs up symbol once you're done. Okay. So first one you see how they will give recommendations. Let us see. First one you see MFA root account. That means it's a danger. It's a danger. What is the alert they are showing? You see MFA is not enabled on the root account. Multi-factor authentication is not enabled. Now what is the solution? You see it will give the recommendation also. Log into your root account and activate MFA. Still you're not clear. You can able to see the description. What is saying? Check root account multi-factor is not enabled. So go do this. All this it will say. So that's how your recommendations will come. First one, alert, danger. What is the alert they are saying? What is the recommendation they are giving? Based on this recommendation, we take the action. Okay, this is one example. Next, IAM password policy. As we already know, password policy means what? See, alert is a password policy is enabled, but at least one content requirement is not enabled. As you said, like 8 characters, 16 characters, one alphabet, one this, one all these things, it does not mention. So it is asking to mention that. So that's what recommend. If someone content requirements are not enabled, consider enabling them. If no password is enabled, create and configure one. If you have not done this, do it. But it's not a danger, it's a warning. See, that's the warning symbol it is saying, right? You are getting alert also, and recommendation also. Next, is this danger. What danger they are saying? See, security group as a source IP address with suffix 0. Suffix 0 means anywhere. Anyone can able to access. Instead of having port numbers like 2580 or 44, 43. So that is wrong. Recommended what? Strict access to only IP address that require it. To access to the IP address, set the suffix to /32. For example, be sure to delete overly permissive rules after creating rules more than restrictive. So don't give overly permissive permissions also. Put restrictions. That's what it is saying. Security groups. Next, Amazon snapshot. Amazon snapshot. Again, what is snapshot? It is saying, see, the more recent volume screenshot is 7 to 30 days old. So 30 days old only the photo has been taken. It was not taken the current photo. So it is showing an alert. Now what is the recommendation you see? Create a weekly or monthly snapshot for your volume so that it will create a copy and keep it. You can able to use it. So this is again in a danger zone. Alert and recommendations. Next S3 bucket logging in. That means it's going the S3 bucket does not have server access login enabled. The target bucket permission do not include the owner account. Trusted user cannot check it. That means so we know that the resource S3 bucket, whoever comes to access it, we know it will be tracked in the trials. We know it will be tracked in the trials logs. Okay. But what they are saying, the owner account is not activated for the logs. So what you do, you just make do not include the owner or you want the trusted to check the login. Just add the owner account as grantee. So change that owner account name as grantee. So whenever in the logs you will be able to see owner instead of owner came if he is changing it. He'll be showing it as grantee came, grantee changed and everything. So that his record also has been done. It's not like we cannot able to find who has done what. So even the owner comes also, it has tracks should be recorded. So that's what it is suggesting. So alert is also showing, recommendation also is showing. That's what AWS Trusted Advisor, it will give you recommendations, what step you need to do and you need to take. Coming to the end of this section. Yes, Kiran, can you read it?
Yes, sir. AWS Trusted Advisor is an online tool that provides real-time guidance to help you provision your resources by following AWS best practices. AWS Trusted Advisor looks at your entire AWS environment and gives you a real-time recommendations in 5 categories. You can use AWS Trusted Advisor to help you optimize your AWS environment as soon as you start implementing your architecture designs.
Okay, fine. Coming to the end of this section, we talk about well architecture framework, including the 6 pillars: well architecture framework, reliability and availability, trusted advisor. Coming to the knowledge check, you'll be able to see as a SysOps engineer working at a company wants to predict the data in transit and at rest. What services could they use to protect their data? What are all the services they can use to protect their data? As we already learned this two things in the previous things. What is the option? Okay, option D, all of the above. Okay. Read all the data. Yes, the correct answer is D. Everything will work. Load balancer also will be transcripting. That means it will put encryption. S3 bucket also. EBS also put encryption. So all of the above. Fine. So 9 modules we have done. So only the last module is there tomorrow. And after that, Wednesday we'll be having one practical. Maybe that's database lab we'll do. And if we have time, we'll do another lab also. But Wednesday is the last day of your class. I have uploaded all the videos also, recorded videos. I have uploaded it, and I'll send you some materials also for your preparation of your interviews or exams. You can prepare on that. Okay, guys. So till Wednesday, properly attend the classes, and we'll be closing by Wednesday. Tomorrow is the last module of 10th of theory, and then we'll finish the lab on Wednesday. Okay, guys. So see you on tomorrow at the same time. Thank you. Have a nice day.